that Spider Pigs are going to, in fact, already we're seeing Atufix just a little bit too out of the way here. He's going to be the first blood, and Noob gets a great start on a hero that he is, chef's kiss, beautiful on.
He lost 50 gold, too, for planting that tree.
You're right there, Kyle.
I don't know why teams just don't, just 5-man at the start. It's nighttime, man.
Oh, no.
Cancel.
Oh, dear.
Cancel.
No. Not like this.
Couple clicks. Just casually tossing it out. It looks like they're going to let LeBron probably get the final hit. No, he's still alive, but no regen on this boy.
That is not good. Are they getting bounties?
It's not good at all.
Look at 3 bounties, though. Go check it, check it, check it. Get it, yes. Okay. No, I'm not biased. I'm not biased. 3 runes, so it's okay. You get cancel an immediate salve, which is very important.
Questionable to give T-Governor called Noob their best player on Spider Pigs. And I feel like it's kind of questionable to give the best player his best hero.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This is going to be a rough time, especially the fact that Kyle mentioned they have an Earthshaker. Earthshaker likes to roam. He likes to pop on by that middle lane.
Is Cancel the kind of person who would, you say, what about Lina? Noob's been playing that a lot. He's really good at it. Is Cancel the kind of person to be like, no, I'm Quaswex Invoker. I'll handle him. Yeah,
I don't think you can afford to fear Lina as an Invoker. It's like, yeah, sure, there's burst and such, but it's not the... It's just not a matchup you can be afraid of if you're an Invoker player, you know? The Shaker is the X factor, but we'll see how that plays out. Top lane, the Death Prophet is very vulnerable if he gets gone on.
Nice. I feel like that positioning is so questionable against an Earthshaker Death Prophet.
Bottom lane is the one that concerns me the most, because this, I didn't really realize this, but the troll with the brew support is actually really nice, because you drop the brew into an immediate axis. You get a lot of slow, you proc the damage, and both of these heroes are just really tanky. So the Prophet Spirit, Spirit's a very bad support in terms of laning proficiency, and if you're not able to play aggressive, and they are not, you end up losing the lane pretty hard. Because Troll Ahead loves playing against Fury, and you just get more farm out of the trees.
I feel like this is also not a super hooker kind of hero either. Like, he likes to play very aggressive. He likes to be front lining. We've seen him on the Mars. We've seen him also on the... oh gosh, what else was he playing? The Pangolier is like what he's really known for.
God.
He's just not going to be able to be aggressive here, and I think that's going to come to bite them in the butt because they're not using their players to their specialties.
Yeah. It's a harder offlaner. That's why teams like OG are so threatening, because No-Tail is S-tier 5-position Prophet. Seb is an S-tier offlane Prophet, and very few teams, if any, have both.
You know, I screwed this up in my pub recently. I saw LeBron play Brewmaster, but when we're casting, it jumps around so much. I didn't actually pay attention to what his skill build was. I went clap in the lane and actually played with a troll.
Yeah. Oh my God, Cap.
I didn't realize how much damage his W does.
Yeah. It's a huge slow as well for 5 seconds. It is crazy. You just need the proc on it, and Troll always has mana to do so.
DNZ's taking a little bit of that aggro here from Atufix, but he's taking a lot of damage.
What, Ring of Basilius first item? Is that a thing? I've never seen that before.
It is for DNZ.
Oh, and he gets the oh, that's cool. Sage's Mask, not Sobi Mask. Sage's Mask is actually super high value too. I like this Brew 5. I might play this more often.
I think it's pretty good. But I think you have to have a very specific kind of laning
What else
carry.
works with it other than Troll as a safe laner?
Any spell damage will actually set it off. So any spell damage except for damage that is based off of your attack.
So PA would work.
Yes, because you have a minimum dagger hit, I believe.
Yeah.
So that works. But I was trying out all of these, and I actually kind of built a list in my head. There's only a few of them that basically don't work.
You just gotta be careful. The Maledict and the bugs, that's the big threat, but these lanes are just not going well for burjui. Bottom lane is I don't want to say it's a disaster, you know, 15-9, 25-5, but it's more that you just have to do better against a troll when you pick this Prophet off lane. Because throughout the game, you don't like playing this, and Uker needs to have a lane advantage so that he can start pressuring towers. Mid also, Lina favored, but Cancel should be better off in this lane moving forward. You're really weak early levels as a Quaswex Invoker.
We are seeing the 5-minute runes come up, so I'm sure we're going to see some sort of rotation coming out, possibly gank from the mid lane. In fact, you can already see off to the side the roll in coming out from Killamancer, a little bit short here. Manages to land stone, and this is not looking great for Nick. He does have a Fairy Fire, though, if he can buy himself enough time. They're really going hard on this dive, though, and no one's responding. Oh, there's like no hit points left on Noob. He's actually going to be able to make it out. He walks right past the stone. Killamancer cannot seem to get this. Side steps now at the last second. Killamancer finally closes the gap on Noob.
They needed that kill. The lane pushed in as well, so Lina's going to lose a full wave on top of it.
They lose that on bounty runes too.
But this is the thing about... Yeah, Cancel. Go back to your lane. Cancel, please. It's the only thing... it's something that I always had an issue with playing with Cancel. I love the guy. He just makes odd decisions at times. I'll never forget, we're playing against WG Unity Boston Major. He first bloods the enemy Timbersaw mid as Juggernaut, but buys boots instead of bottle. So he no longer has mana, ends up losing the lane, even though he, you know, it's not like he outplayed this guy super hard, just made a silly decision. Like the easy stuff, right? You get this kill on Lina, you see any other Invoker, they just go right back to their lane. They CS hard, they get hill control. He's like chasing through the jungle because maybe we can kill this Earthshaker.
That sounds a little like Eternal Envy when he was playing mid. Man was an absolute madman. He would rotate at the 5-minute rune, maybe find a kill, maybe not. Sometimes he'd die, and then he'd immediately go right back top again. Like,
yeah.
Just hell-bent on one thing or another, but Noob makes his own rotation here to the top lane. Does have the Laguna Blade online. Do have the sentry placed down on the side of the Radiant, though, so perhaps not sure what's happening here. Pigzs are just hiding. Bottom lane, though, Uker. A lot of damage coming out here from Fugito. So it's enough that one more hit. There it is. Down goes Nature's Prophet. And Killamancer also has to run away here.
I love the phase boots rush on Troll, too. It's real nice, because, like, now that you're ahead, like, you can't lane here anymore as Furion. The mischance on the axes effectively renders your creeps obsolete. And because of the Cinder Brew slow as well, like, he's just going to get stuck on. Like, phase boots give you the armor as well, Troll. Like, I was questioning also the Blightstone pickup on the Prophet as a starting item instead of focusing on just base damage. Because it's not really effective against an agility hero like Troll, who also gets bonus armor in his melee form. So, like, this guy's got 15 armor now with phase boots. That Blightstone is worthless. It's like plus 4% damage.
Well, I will say the fact that they've been able to get the gank off on Mitch in the top lane several times now is really nice. They were able to make use of that Nature's Prophet and be able to teleport top. So that's going pretty nicely for them. The bottom lane, though, it makes you nervous, right? Thug, he's so good on these heroes. Like, that especially starts to snowball. In fact, Killamancer does have to flee here. But you're just giving him so much breathing space. It's gonna come back to bite you in the butt.
And LeBron is a brew. I mean, this is one of the higher value 5s in Dota. It is unconventional, but, you know, split is split no matter what items you have. They don't matter when you're in ult form. So he can play with just a Basti, no boots. That's perfectly fine. Once he hits 6, he can defend any tower with ease, and it's almost guaranteed Spider Pigs will take the first team fight on that split reveal. He'll have Tome at 10 minutes, and that'll probably get him there.
Plenty of heroes in the bottom lane trying to ensure that they can take this tower down pretty early, get a little bit of extra gold. Uker, though, walks right into the Earthshaker, and this is not looking great for DNZ. Throws out a Fissure. Can't really do a whole lot here, so he's just going to distract them with his body. But over on the side, Cancel making his own rotation. Tornado EMP coming out. LeBron, there's only so much he can do. He's tanky, but that's about it when you don't have any mana.
They needed that kill. And in the meantime, Outafix is getting some necessary levels mid lane. Lina moving up to try and still cancel his jungle a bit. That's to be expected. They'd really love to kill this Lina before bots come online.
That was still crazy greedy from Spider Pigs. Mitch was far up in the lane at top, and then Noob was obviously showing mid.
Yeah.
How are they just pressuring that bottom tower and being behind the tier 1 tower while doing it, you know? It's kind of crazy. Mitch is also not loving his life.
He's had a tough time up here. You know, it is a Death Prophet off lane. Doesn't have any real natural escape, especially if he gets stunned up. Plus the Maledict is just Really.
Yeah, the whole point of the hero is that you're supposed to be able to man up with the drain.
I'm sorry,
But you can't do it against a Weaver because Weaver actually has low health, high armor, and hits you much harder.
I love the cameras. I feel like I'm watching, like, Mitch is in the top left, Runic is in the bottom right. I'm like watching a baseball pitcher scouting report, you know? Autofix down and inside.
I love the fact that we have cams.
LeBron just right down the middle. That's the captain. Noob a little low.
Some movement coming out, though, as they try to make
right.
rotation using the Earthshaker. Goes out the fissure. He's definitely dead here, but does manage to...
I'm sorry.
It's so obvious though, that you got the professional
The streamer,
streamer whenever it goes to cancel.
The streamer angle, and then the guys are like, "Do I have to set up a webcam?"
His quality of his camera is also very good. Let me just say, like, I'm not a fan of what DNC's doing in this game. I feel like he's killing Mitch's game and his own game by
moving away from top.
By moving away from top, but also like, why are you guys trying to take that off lane tower in the first place? Like, I understand rotating into mid, but like, why are you going bottom lane and pressuring that tower super early? It's not really worthwhile.
Troll takes this tower himself. That's the thing. The Furion will leave, and Thug can just hang out. To kill him would require a 3 or 4 man rotation. You can TP in to save the Troll. This isn't the lane you should play. Totally agree. Go for mid. You collapse on this mid tower.
Yep.
And they have the split. Lina was super strong, and it's the most value tower in the game.
Play around your strong hero, and that's Noob.
Yep.
We've seen the way, like, Hellbear Smashers made that move, right? Rasmus rotated into mid as an off-lane Ember Spirit and allowed Alina to take that mid tower, you know? It's like, this hero is really good at pressuring the mid tower. It just chips away like a Dragon Knight without the commitment of an ultimate.
I know you meant Dragon Knight, but I imagined a Dragon Knight Pokemon instead. I was like, that's silly, Cap. Top lane, though, they will make use of that exorcism, so get to see some of that damage thrown out. Ito forced out of his jungle, though, because they're making their own rotations for this bottom tower.
All right, now you can play for bottom if you want. You've got LeBron ultimate. I don't know if he has TP, but like, now I think you can defend bottom lane if you really want to, or take mid tower. One or the other. It's
risky, but if you get Bruce split off, that's pretty much that. But I don't know if it's necessary. Troll's going Battle Fury. You feel pretty comfortable that you have this late game. Lina has bots up, so like both cores investing in a greedier item to start, whereas Cancel's going straight Spirit Vessel. That's for fighting. Really wish that was a Midas post-earn, but we'll see how it pays off. Like, you need to get kills as burjui. As the side of Spider Pigs, you just gotta chill.
Smoke up, the roll forward. Not going to quite connect over here onto Noob. DNC, though, on the back line does get picked off here by Uker, so he's going to be held in place. Skillomancer, though, takes too much damage. Down he goes. He'll turn right back around. They've already committed the split now. Autofix is not looking very healthy as he's being netted down in place. Couple more hits. He's going to go down, and now Uker, there's only so much he can do. His own trees seem to be body blocking him here. Cancel's going to be able to go run away, but they do have the dust. The fissure comes out. They've got all the vision, everything they need, all the stuns, all the damage, but they're going to back off now. There's a buyback coming out now from the Earth Spirit, and over on the side, Runic on the back lines manages to finally take down Noob. It's not looking great for LeBron either, as he will be next to fall, and they'll end up losing Mitch.
Oh, they really would have liked to get the Troll there, but that you can't take that fight. Even though DP Ultimate, there's a Brew split. Like, LeBron is arguably the strongest hero in the game as the lowest net worth when he pops split mid. You can't fight into that.
Let me just say, LeBron is either a genius or he's goddamn crazy the way he played that fight. He was so far forward against a Quaswex Invoker. And I was sitting there going like, uh-oh. I saw him try and channel his ultimate. He got stunned by the cold snap. And I was like, oh no. He could just get chain stunned here and die. He took the EMP blast, but it looks like there was just enough of a window between the cold snap. It doesn't have that.
Yeah, they changed the Brewmaster cast point a little bit. So you can get it off through certain disables.
Plus a lower level as well, and the Quaswex Invoker means that cold snap just wasn't able to keep him chain stunned.
I really like the build too. Just max W into max Q.
Nope. White landed, but they've got plenty of damage, so.
Okay.
Down goes the Nature's Prophet.
Burn, baby, burn.
Those little daddyless trees now. Little orphan trees.
Just the Vessel first item on cancel is just not going to pay off is the trouble. Like, you have bots on Lina. He's always on map now. And a Spirit Vessel doesn't really help you get any kills other than the DP. I guess the Troll, in theory, if he pops ult, you can stop some of the regen, but you'd much rather have something that helps you scale.
I feel like that's a common thing that you really disagree with that we see in a lot of these matches is that people will pick up the hot new item, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to invest in their future.
Exactly. Like, you want to pick items that allow you to fight, but don't force you to fight. Otherwise, you're kind of forced into a one-dimensional playstyle, and you now see, like, yeah, he's running around the map, and you're controlling areas, but every moment he wastes, like, look at the net worth. He didn't really lose mid to Lina, but it's 2,500 gold. A bit of that is towers, of course, but it's also because you just don't, you know, he kills a creep wave and then a jungle camp. So every minute, it's like 300 to 500 gold Lina gets, Invoker doesn't. Look at the CS, 2x already.
They're trying to protect Mitch at the very least. Uker just has to be so careful. These boots of travel, it's just so very scary, especially the fact that DNC, look at them, they're just camped out here in the top lane, hoping that he gets a little greedy. Doesn't have the best vision on the map either. Anyone who shows up to this lane is going to get murdered, though, between the Lina and the Earthshaker. Don't want to waste too much time, though. Thakido also coming up to the top lane. Looks like they want to pressure the T2.
They've got split. They'd love to use it. And if you get tier 2 now, and that's likely their plan, that means outpost control as well. And I just don't think you can fight this as burjui. If that split goes off, that's the end of you.
Yeah, the only way they win these fights is off of their initiation. It requires Killimancer to get like a really good jump, which is unlikely considering the vision advantages there for Spider Pigs.
It's just very difficult. The split is going to get committed here from LeBron. They'll go and just hold Uker up into place, and that's going to be a dead Nature's Prophet.
Yep. And
they'll just push their, take their advantage. They have this tower over on the side, though. Looks like maybe they went just a little bit too far because Mitch is going to pop.
Yeah, well, I mean,
knocked their ultimate down, but maybe I just take the tower. Now LeBron, he's all silenced up. Again, this is a position 5 Brewmaster, though. He's already got his split. I'm sure he's perfectly okay dying here because this team was able to get what they needed.
I thought Death Prophet was good at taking towers.
He just dove.
So why is he not around the tower at all?
That was very ambitious and slightly unnecessary. They could take tower and get outposts as we discussed. Instead, they just feed away 2 kills for really just nothing. The Weaver wasn't there. He was looking to try and deal with mid, but not really comfortable pushing. Don't know how I feel about that Sanj first. I saw this the other day, but the key was 1, Weaver was with Wisp, and 2, he skipped boots. So you have upgraded treads now into Maelstrom, Sanj, and Yasha. Like, neither of those items is BKB or enough damage to make you super relevant, and I'm concerned. I think it would have been a really nice game to just grab like an earlier Deso. Even a Nullifier against 2 Yules.
I'm still okay with the SNY because he's against Earthshaker.
True.
But I will agree with you that I feel like treads is maybe an overcommitment to your early game.
Yeah. Because you're going to have like 10k net worth, but it's Maelstrom, Sanj, and Yasha. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lina is going to have Yule's BKB. That's not a target for you anymore. Troll's going to have Battle Fury BKB. You're just not at the same tier.
Well, they're trying to take advantage of the fact that some of these ultimates are indeed down. The roll forward over onto Mitch. Again, doesn't have a way to really survive a lot of this. Is trying pretty hard. That does the essence. It's going to maybe survive just a little bit longer, but I don't think it's going to be too much longer. Down goes Mitch. And the rest of Spider Pigs are responding, maybe hoping to grab Killimancer, but he's rolling on out. And they just don't have anyone else here that they can grab.
Okay, now Cancel going back for the Midas. See, I wish he'd done it before the Vessel.
Spirit Vessel compared to Urn really does not have that big of an impact unless you're against very specific heroes.
Morphling,
I don't think
Timber, that's about it.
Yeah, like I don't think Troll represents one of those heroes. I just don't, especially early game. His lifesteal, it's not like the Troll later game where he barely got off his ultimate. Oh my god, he's full health. Most of the time, it's oh my god, he got off his ultimate, and it's going to take 5 seconds for us to kill him.
I feel like I've seen this game before almost, but Lina just feels so good. Troll feels great. You've got the natural Battle Fury as a counter to the Nature's Prophet, so Uker just feels he feels miserable right now. He's buying an Orchid. You're going to have, they have 2 Yules and 2 BKBs. He's got no real survivability against the Troll. He can't Sprout because there's a Quelling Blade on both Lina and Troll.
You don't even need the Quelling Blade if you're Lina, too. You can just use your stun and get out of it. Like, it's just so good against this particular hero, especially with those boots of travel. You just show up and have someone rotate. Like, just a +1 anywhere, honestly, as
I do love the pressure they're putting on the map, though.
Yes.
Like, they're using the strength of this Weaver with the Tread Sange and, like, actually they just took mid tower, they just took bottom tier 2. I'm very happy with all of that.
Yep, they're going to scout the roads. I think you need to contest this, but it's tough. This is the kind of fight that you prefer, though. If you can get a Tornado EMP off, prevent the spells being used. DPL pop, though. Brew ult ready. Yeah, just let it go.
it's too scary. They're going to be too late anyway.
Too fast. The BKB came out. Yeah, that was a fight you were going to lose, but it just feels bad. It feels like you're down, like 70, 30, 80, 20 right now as burjui. And you need some mistakes from Spider Pigzs.
I mean, it's only a 2K network lead
70,
right
30.
now, but definitely seems very scary when you look at the items that are coming out from the side of Spider Pigzs compared to what they have going on over on the side of burjui. So what do we want to see coming out of the side of burjui right now? Obviously, they have a, okay, hold that thought. Are they actually committing on this? Cancel if he wants to. He's got that earn charge up, but... Oh, okay. All right, yep, they're
Nice.
not going to be able to kill him. That is, of course, the death ward down now as well. And I think if you're burjui, you just want to get the heck out of here, because that did not work at all.
With this lineup, you need a skirmish-style team fight. You need a pick and poke. So open, force BKB, force a split, chase, but don't get picked. Your one issue on Spider Pigzs is you really just have like the Shaker and the Lina in terms of like actually being able to kill stuff. So you want to divide the attention of Spider Pigzs, force them to fight off screen. You know, if you have an engagement that takes place where just one observer is necessary, burjui are losing. If we need this split screen to be able to watch all the action, they've got a shot.
Yeah, a little bit of poke, a little bit of dangle and tangle, a little bit of shoot and scoot, you know.
Shoot and scoot.
Little bit of
Radiant's bottom tower.
This is not the Mambo number 5, no. Sorry, Kyle.
That's the song they need to play.
We can't.
Gotta keep it
we
mixing
can't
up.
for DMCA purposes.
If you sing or hum a song that's DMCA, can you still
No,
do DMCA?
I think you're allowed to do that because it's original content, technically.
Gotcha.
But if you do it well enough, you might get pinged.
I have gotten pinged on some of my
Oh,
streams.
look at Moxie.
Casual, humble brag.
Right
I'm an
here.
opera singer. I am trained. And I sing, well, you do sing better than I do. I don't mean to actually flame you. I'm just very proud of my casual karaoke.
Yeah, scary.
Kyle's jealous that you have skills outside of Dota.
Can we not cap? Yeah, this Weaver BKB coming up soon. I mean, I will say Spider Pigzs are playing a little slow. Again, I wish the Midas had come out earlier because Cancel's net worth would be closer to the Weavers. And level 25 plus Invoker, level 20 with the Cataclysm. Like, it is. It's not. It's on the Shard nowadays, isn't it? The Cataclysm.
The problem being here that I don't even think Cataclysm is that good when you have a disable problem.
Yeah, that's a good
You know?
point. Where'd he go?
Is there like a specific item that they're waiting for on the side of Spider Pigzs? I know we just saw the Basher get picked up.
No, they're just chilling.
Yeah, I think they feel good about the farm that they're getting on the map, hence the reason why they're not like trying to pressure any further objectives.
It's not like they're falling behind. Their advantage isn't going up as quickly as it was, but you have a troll, so you feel good in this game. He's effectively uncountered. You know this Prophet is going to be his net worth is higher than your Death Prophet, sure, but his game impact is not.
Right.
And you're not afraid of any of these heroes as troll. You have Battle Fury, Basher, BKB. Like you're going to just walk down lanes. They've got 5 towers down already. They're about to take a 6th.
Yeah, it's like when you get this much map control early and you get an Aegis, it's too early to go high ground. You've been too successful, so it feels like your Aegis doesn't actually have that good of a purpose. So, you know,
So it's
take
just
this
the
last
threat.
tier 2, but...
It's the threat. It gives you a little bit more freedom to be a bit more...
yeah, exactly. You could just farm more aggressively.
Uh-oh, Ooker. There's the LSA, Laguna Blade, everything, and down he goes again. I just don't feel like this hero is...
He goes.
super comfortable for him.
I really liked it. Did you see Noob actually walk to the backside so that he wouldn't be able to Orchid before the stun came out because of the turn rate?
The turn rate.
Yeah.
Smart. Very smart. Perhaps they can make something happen here, though. To Fix was trying to do enough damage over him to DNC. I think it's actually going to be enough. I think he's going down. Strike, bam, down he goes. But on the other side of things, Fix, oh, the Glimmer Cape is cute, sweetie, but it's not going to save you. Rolling on out, going out, Killomancer and cancel. And, I mean, that's a little bit of the skirmish we talked about, right? It wasn't a full-on team fight.
Bots now on cancel again. The trouble is this item, it's the wrong order. You get the progression items first, then the fight. But if you go fighting first, you know, now you're just behind, and both Midas and bots don't make you any stronger.
Mitch buying a little bit more time. Did have the Essence Ring and that Spirit Siphon. Let's turn back around. Uker just died. He can't afford to die here again at DNZ, though. Hot on his heels. They still have the vision. That's another kill here for Mitch.
It's an impossible game for Nature's Prophet now.
Do you think it was originally intended to be offlane, or do you think they flexed it?
I think it was originally intended to be offlane. I just don't think you can start Blightstone and lose your lane. Like when I've seen this in I know Troll's one of the better matchups, but I've still seen Trolls forced off into the jungle by 4 or 5 minutes. That was not the case bottom.
Well, do have the BKB picked up now for the Weaver. That'll help a bit, but cancel. It's gonna get found over on the side. Does manage to get the tornado off. Stun comes out from DNZ. They need to find him, and they'll find him over in the trees. Down he goes. Another kill for Noob.
I can't believe Shard gives you cooldown on Fisher too. That is so busted.
Every Earthshaker player is absolutely thrilled about it, it seems. Unless it's on the enemy team, right? Mitch getting initiated on over in the mid lane, but they've done this several times now, and they haven't been able to kill him since then.
Nope. He's got a casual plate mail. I mean, he's not going to die.
Silenced up. We'll get a couple of these bounces with the cast. BKB's getting used by Runic here, but he's using it to flee. That is not how you want to be using your 10-second BKB, guys.
Yeah, the itemization from Spider-Pigz is great. The BKBs buy their cores time, where they're not really killable. Now they buy the plate mails because you have BKBs against them, but now you just simply don't have the damage. Abyssal up on Thug. I mean, they're just ahead. These 2 cores specifically are the ones that have that gold advantage.
Yeah, this is why they feel comfortable, because the carry-to-carry matchup, Weaver has a very hard time playing against Troll when they're even, or in this case, he's even behind. Just Troll with an Abyssal Blade can always man up on you, and you're afraid of being chain bashed.
Yep. In addition, your supports are even, but I would much rather have the Shaker and the Brewmaster.
For sure.
I think they're just a much more effective use of their gold.
Owen told me this morning that, or told Shiva rather, that he likes the Shard on Earthshaker, but only when he's behind. When he's ahead, he doesn't like to spend the gold on it. And to be fair, that man did have a refresher by like 25 minutes.
And did you win that game?
We did not, but honestly, Owen did what he could.
Well, every player plays a bit differently, right? Some things are more comfort for others, and sometimes you do some interesting things, like, you know, cancel going for the Midas a little bit late here.
It's the Midas and then the bots. It hurts. Hurts me. Because the blink, like, cancel. None of these items, post-Vessel, help you fight at all. They're utility, they feel good, but that's what you buy when you're ahead. When you're behind, you need damage desperately. That's what they're going to be missing when the second Aegis push is coming out from Spider-Pigz.
Well, in a way, it almost feels like Cancel sort of is embracing the fact that they missed their timing and they're going late, and he's just trying to find a way to recover that farm, trying to find a way to farm as efficiently as possible to get the higher levels, because that really is, to me anyway, the only way they can win is off some crazy late game Invoker play.
I mean, we got the big ass trees going on now.
True.
Big.
No?
That is a huge advantage when you're behind like this and the enemy team is forced to siege into you.
So that'll put some pressure on the map. It still sucks because I feel like Uker can just never show himself, like ever. Yeah. Every time he shows himself on the map, there's a Lina there, there's an Earthshaker, and just, he's dead, right? But if he's able to push out these waves by using, you know, the treants, perhaps they can gain a little more footing there. They can stall the game out a little bit longer.
No, he's got to go full Alliance rat mode.
I guess. This is not looking good for Noob, but they are all held together.
God.
The Fissure comes out. They're stunned up together. Noob turns around. LSA uses the Lagoon over onto Optifix. Not quite enough damage there, but still, Thagito will find the opening. And now they're going to be able to go hold up over onto the side. Thagito, he just can't get out. Pops the BKB as Noob finds himself a kill on Uker. And they'll find a kill on Killamancer as well.
They found themselves stuck in the pit of despair. It's like Furian's just like boxed in. I think Witch Doctor died to Battle Fury.
Yeah.
You're initiating on a hero with Shiva's BKB. That's the thing. Like, you don't have the physical damage to pressure through BKB anymore. And the team's going to be there.
Yeah, the positioning around that tower seemed very questionable, too, because you know they're going to TP. You know that they're going to protect.
There's a Shaker already there at that.
Yeah.
Now a Lotus as well. Like, they're just playing it right on Spider Pigs.
Congratulations, No Tech.
Yeah. Big win yesterday, the first of the season.
Just a reminder in case you guys missed yesterday.
That was surprising, actually. I was surprised. I'm worried about my boys on Team Spirit, but that's another game for another time. Yeah, here we go. Here's a replay. So yeah, they initiate over here on Noob, and you can see, look at those Power Ranger TPs on the back line. You already have the Earthshaker there. Great Fissure. They had to Delta split here, so they didn't all get hit with the LSA.
I mean, to be fair to them, they literally chain stunned it about as well as you can ask, right? The problem is, it's an Earth Spirit and Witch Doctor duo. They combine stuns that are like 2.5 seconds.
I love the blink on Troll. All you need now is a little bit of mobility. You're already so far ahead. You can just go straight for these squishy backliners. Fury and Witch Doctor, they just explode. Another free road.
Boys. There's no way that they can contest this.
All right, this is an Uker game now. It's the only one who can save them. He's got to get some really sick split pushing.
Oh, the Echo on the back lines. Can they take them down fast enough? No, but the damage coming out from Runic is actually quite impressive. Uker, though, I told you, anytime Uker shows himself, it just feels so bad. Thagito jumps forward, has the Abyssal Blade, and he's gone. But look at these trees. They're doing work over here.
You can see the damage from Runic, though. That's the thing I would have liked to see him do for the last 20 minutes. Find the Earthshaker, because that guy, he still dies. That's a very squishy Shaker, and Runic is incredibly powerful at the moment. He's got to spend that gold. He needs MKB ASAP. In fact, I'm actually sad. I think he might have needed a Rapier the way this game is looking.
Yeah.
We may yet still see that.
I hope he buys the Demon Edge first when buying this MKB. Oh, no. He already has the Javelin.
Oh, no.
He's committed.
MKB just seems so underwhelming in comparison to a Rapier nowadays, because it doesn't even give you the full True Strike. And the build-up is so high. It got more expensive. It's one other thing I would really like to see. We added a lot of new items. I would really like to see more tools that are anti-evasion. Preferably that punctures BKB, to be quite honest, because right now it's just MKB or Rapier, and I think that's also it just feels bad, especially when you get like this thing, Elven Tunic on Troll, and all of a sudden it's just like, well, this guy is not killable anymore for me. If he spins axes, you just don't hit him.
Oh, Abyssal out over on the Shaker. Cancel is going to try to save Killamancer here. Looks like he is going to be able to go out.
Ouch.
But took a lot of damage to just Thagito, who just happened to stroll on by.
So you want something like the old Solar Crest?
Yes and no. I was trying to think before, like, how would you actually get it to work? Like, what item could be repurposed? Do you need a new one? What buildup would go into it? But I really got nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, you're just saying something that can be used from a support position to give people accuracy.
Yes.
What would you call said item if you were given the chance to name it?
I would find an obscure Lord of the Ring reference to the elven spells that were cast to make arrows fly true.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Radiant's
Siege is on, though, in the bottom lane. They'll immediately throw out the fortification. Exorcism has been used here, and you can see Runic's doing everything he can. He does have those big trees to go help him out here, but this tower's just getting absolutely shredded. A couple smokes coming out on both sides, though. Fortification being used over in the Radiant base. Runic doesn't have those trees to help him any longer. Does have out to fix nearby. It's going to be a nice tornado. They kick Lina up over to the high ground. Noob, he's got the BKB though, and cancels, trying to man fight, but he's not going to be able to because the rest of the team, they're here. They've used the split already. As Taquito over on the other side, he manages to find the kill onto Atafix. So they've just decided they've done enough damage and they're going to leave. Looks like they do manage to find the kill on DNZ as well. Noob though, using the spider legs, getting the heck out of here. It looks like they are going to probably end up losing their Brewmaster as he is stunned up in the tree, silenced everything. So down he goes. But they end up losing a tower and half a rack.
They got melee racks too, didn't they? Or they only got range? Just kidding. So a range for a melee.
How do we feel about this?
It's the only way they can play from here on out. They have to force these like 2-on-2 scenarios.
Thought for a second they would hard commit on Runic there, but they will back off.
Another reason I like the Divine Rapier is not only do we have real damage that can threaten the troll, but also threaten these barracks. You know?
Yep.
Like they're not going to win in any sort of base race scenario, except for if they have a Divine Rapier and a Fury on.
It's risky, but consider, you know, to win this game, you're going to need to fight third Roche, hopefully get Aegis anyway, and you need to be able to actually threaten damage. Rapier gives you that.
Oh
and if you lose a fight anyway, you're going to lose the game.
What are the odds that DNZ walks directly into Uker?
Well, I think that's more on Uker just not TPing out after he summoned Sprout.
Could be.
He kind of just like signaled where he was.
Maybe a little bit too far forward, my friend, as he's stunned up, silenced. They get the kill on Atafix though over on the back lines. DNZ, there is the BKB getting used over here on the Earth Sphere. He's going to try to roll on out. Taquito's here though, looking for a bash. Can he get anything? I don't think he has that Abyssal Blade up and running just yet. Yeah, down for 20-something seconds. Just buy their time, play with their food a little bit. LeBron joins in, and Noob gets another kill. But Runic is placing the pressure over on that mid lane. We have full-on Rat Dota going on here, boys.
He's got to play more aggressive on this Weaver. Like, you need to kill this tier 2 here. You need to be way more willing to risk your body because you're just losing the game slowly, if not.
Surely.
Battle Transform spell's quite nice.
It's our second Aegis that has timed out now.
Dude, I love this LeBron brew, though. It doesn't seem like he's done too much recently, but he was instrumental in their early game lead. He just picked up a Vlad's. He's got, like, no net worth, but it doesn't matter. Vlad's is, like, so expensive. It's still really value, but it's just something, it's too expensive for a core to ever buy it, so it's really a 5-position item. But typically you need other stuff. Brewed in this game, tanky enough. No worries. Oh, whoa. Okay.
He's fine.
There are many cliffs he could have chosen, and that one was, I mean, it's a good thing he didn't choose the one directly below it.
Yep. That would have been
Runic? They know.
Do they
know?
Yeah,
They
Mitch is definitely looking. Ooh, uh-oh. Can they? I don't think they have the ability to hold him in place long enough, though. He's got the BKB. He's going to try to man-fight LeBron, but the rest of the team is there. The Abyssal comes out, and just an unfortunate turn into the lane will end up costing him his life. Yeah, look at the tips coming out. Uker is already trying to make something happen, realizing that Runic's down. He needs to be aggressive, needs to force them back.
The big trees are almost indiscernible from the little trees. It's actually a better skin, I think, than the one we saw in the other one where they looked like Hunger Games mutts.
I like those. I think they look like abominations.
These are because it's just harder to tell which is which. Swift blink on Thug, by the way. I mean, this guy's huge. He's like actually unstoppable.
They're going to try the best that they can. They'll push off the creeps. And again, you have Alina who has boots of travel. She could just join in the fight at any time. Don't have an Aegis here at all either. LeBron putting himself very far forward. Looking for any reason to get the split off. Atufix just goes immediately for the ultimate. Doesn't really do anything with it as they make their rotation top. They have the Exorcism already going. Vegeta just chomping through these buildings along with Noob. Buyback's going to come out from Runic. They just can't seem to find the angle to get in here. Uker doing the Nitrous Prophet things in the bottom lane. Admiral Bulldog would be proud of him right now, but there's a whole fight going on over here in the base, and they're losing all of their buildings. Looks like Noob forced to pop the BKB. He's gonna go forward. They had the BKB over onto Kansas, but Taquito, he has that Abyssal Blade. They're just doing too much damage. Echo Slam over in the back lines. He'll be able to take down Pigzs. We're gonna also fall. Uker comes back to his death as now Killimancer, he's already used that BKB. They need to be a little bit careful though. They are taking a lot of damage. They don't have an Aegis any longer, but I think they could just turn right back around again. In fact, look at this. LeBron going in again. Lotus Orb being used over on the side, trying to keep this Death Prophet alive a little bit longer, but over on the side they managed to go. They find Killimancer, finally slaying him. Now Uker has to run for his life here. Got that Spirit Siphon. Trees will hold him in place a little bit longer. Casual Crypt Storm thrown out by Mitch, but doesn't do much. Noob over on the top lane, still hunting, still just putting damage down, and no one's paying attention to him. They managed to go. They'll use the fortification. Cancel hot on his heels, though. Immediately, the Yules comes up with the Guido. He's here again. The Abyssal Blade comes out. This is looking like a dead cancel, and down he goes. Does have buyback. He's going to go try to get back into the game. Uker, man, I've seen this guy die so many times in the last, like, a minute or so. The roll on out from Killimancer. He's going to try to rejoin with the rest of the team. Fix. He's just being bullied constantly. The Death Prophet, Mitch, just constantly in his face. That is mega creeps, though, now. DNZ hopping forward, drops down that. Fissure Silence is going to be thrown out over onto Killimancer as Noob just slices Fix into pieces. Cancel dies. And now Killimancer has to roll away. The GG gets called. They've had enough of this beating. And that is game number 1. Going over to the Spider.